TNTM the show presents
November Talking Nerdy 2024
with your hosts, Pablo Gunner,
the Ambassador,
and we are here to talk nerdy to you about
Nina, the Starry Bride.
First off, I want to say that our grade scale is must-see, must-stream. Check it out, worth checking out, and pass. And also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Then we're going to go over our merch for December, our charity of the month for December.
We'll do some shout outs.
Nina, the Starry Bride. So my wife actually already did a review of this. You can check that out, but I want to expand on it, which is Nina, the Starry Bride. It is this girl, and she starts off poor, but she has really pretty eyes. And so this guy comes and gets her because I think there was this priestess that looked just like her and she died, and he's like, okay, you're going to be the imposter for her. We're just going to clean you up.
Attention. All hair removal units, wax, electrolysis, laser to commence at 2300 hours.
Bring her into this priestess life. He's a prince. He's supposed to marry her in his country. Something happens where this thing is made where she goes to this other country of this guy. She's trying to get him to marry her so that he doesn't invade that country that she's from. And she did kind of fall in love with the dude too, while he was building her up as this priestess and his wife. And he was cold at first, but it didn't take too long before he warmed up to her and they warmed up to each other. So they fell in love. But then she was like, I'm going to do this for my country and for him by leaving him to go get that other guy to marry me so that he doesn't attack my country. But that's kind of his thing, which is he's like, no, that's my intention is I'm going to marry you and then take over your country. So, and then she meets the brothers, and then the mom, who's the queen, is like, okay, well, whoever can court this girl, you can take over this country. It becomes very complicated really quickly, and it's really interesting. But the guy that is supposed to be next in line to be king, he's a royal a-hole. He literally, slices her across the chest diagonally just to be an a-hole. And then she's, almost on her deathbed. And then she's still, she's not in love with him. She realizes he's a major a-hole, but she's still doing her best to try to win him over. But to me, it just seems like she's doing it for the guy she's actually in love with and for her country, right? That's why she's doing it. She's not doing it because she has a thing for this guy. But then even then, she's slowly well, I'll pretend to be into this guy. And then she's as she gets to know him, she's like, oh, I'm starting to understand why he's so messed up. His family are royal a-holes. Okay, why is this person a-hole? And then when you start to understand, you're like, I kind of feel for him. It doesn't negate that they're an a-hole, but maybe they can be better. Maybe I can change them. It's an interesting thing. It turned out to be, from what I saw, it was pretty solid. Even as a person who that's not my thing, they made it intriguing enough that I feel like it's a must-see, must-stream. That's how good it is. That's how well it's done, even though I'm not into that genre. So, at the least, it's worth checking out. But I would say, for me, it's at the point where it's a must-see, must-stream. For the month of December, the merch that we're going to be rolling out is going to be Star Wars, because Skeleton Crew is coming out. I thought that was going to be a movie. It's a show that's coming out with episodes. There's 2 episodes at first, and then they're going to be putting them out weekly. Then we have LOTR, because there is, the War for...
The War of Rohirrim.
That is coming out, and that's why we're going to roll out our LOTR merch. Of course, we're going to roll out Sonic merch. We're going to roll out some new merch because it's Sonic 3 with Shadow. Always is Doctor Who for, Christmas. You're going to have those Christmas episodes. So we're going to roll probably some Doctor Who towards the end of the month. And then our charity of the month is going to be AMFAR, Ending the AIDS Epidemic through Research, because it is HIV/AIDS Awareness Month.
We're going to move on to our shout outs. First and foremost, we got Atticus.
Atticus is doing crazy stuff. He's not in the same location. He's doing crazy stuff. He's doing other things with his life. I don't know if he's going to China or something like that. He's learning more. I know he's going more up north in Vietnam. So watch out for that, for the updates on his videos. It looks cool. It looks interesting. It looks awesome.
We have MK Wizard.
Yes, the always opinionated MK Wizard, throwing out her opinions on the new Master at Arms He-Man, the He-Man movie. So you can check out stuff like that. She does web comics that are on sale. They're on Amazon now. That's really cool. We have the Film Rage guys. They review all the movies. I have watched movies that I've never would never intend to watch that aren't nerdy at all, purely because I listen to their podcast. They're hilarious. They're awesome. They're cool, fun guys. Check them out. Pesky Gremlins as well. They are also web comics we're in connection with on X and are funny and cute. Them out. And then Semi Skeptic Pod, they help us out too, as well as Watch It Pod. So check them all out. That's it for us here. Talk nerdy to me.
Stay nerdy, Planet Earth.